आज ही डाउटनेट ऐप डाउनलोड करें। डाउटनेट पर होगा अब आपके सभी मैथ्स, केमिस्ट्री, फिजिक्स और बायोलॉजी डाउट्स का सफाया। बस अपने क्वेश्चन की फोटो खींचो, उसे क्रॉप करो और तुरंत वीडियो सोल्यूशन पाओ। डाउनलोड नाउ।
The question is, let omega be a complex cube root of unity where omega does not equal to 1. A fair die thrown 3 times if R1, R2, R3 are the numbers obtained on the die, then the probability that omega to the power R1 plus omega to the power R2 omega to the power R3 is equal to 0 is 1 by 18, B 1 by 9, C 2 by 9, या D 1 by 36. So we have to find the probability for omega to the power R1 plus omega to the power R2 and omega to the power R3 is equal to 0. Here omega is cube root of unity. As we know cube root of unity means 1 plus omega 1 plus omega square is equal to 0. Here we can get the total number of outcomes for probability. We need favorable outcomes and total number of outcomes. So total number of outcomes are a die is a fair die. Fair die is drawn 3 times. One time the possible numbers on the die for one time is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. The total number of outcome for first time is 6 and second times for also 6 and third time is also 6. It will come to 6. Now we need favorable outcomes. For favorable outcomes, what we need, the power of omega R1 plus omega R2 plus omega R3 must be 0. As we know 1 plus omega square is equal to 0. Here the R1, R2 and R3, R1, R2 and R3, they will belong from the category of 3k, 3k plus 1, 3k plus 2. And this category for 3k, it will have 3 and 6, it will have 1 and 4 and it will have 2 and 5. As we can see, if k is equal to 1 and 0 and 2. For k is equal to 1 we will get 3, for k is equal to 2 we will get 6. For k is equal to 1 we will get 4, for k is equal to 0 we will get 1. Similarly, for having omega to the power R1 plus omega to the power R2 plus omega to the power R3 is equal to 0, we have R1, R2 and R3. R1, R2 and R3 must be belong from 3k, 3k plus 1 and 3k plus 2 category. So here we can have omega belongs to 3k plus omega belong to 3k plus 1 plus this omega belong 3k plus 2. We can take common omega 3k, we will have 1 plus omega square, and this is the value which is equal to 0. We will get the total value 0. That's what we need in the probability. So for here the favorable outcomes will be for R1, R2 and R3. For R1 we have to choose one number from these two. Hence this will become 3C1 into For R2 we have to choose one number from these. Same, this will become this, and similarly for R3. And we have to also choose between R1, R2 and R3, then it will become 3 factorial. As we know, we can solve NCR is equal to n factorial upon n minus r factorial into r factorial, and n factorial can be written as n into n minus 1, n minus 2 and so on. So here we can solve 2c1, that is 2 factorial upon 2 minus 1, that is 1 factorial, and r factorial, that is 1. Similarly, this will become 1 factorial upon 1 factorial. This will also become 2 factorial upon 1 factorial upon 1 factorial into 3 factorial, that is 3 into n minus 1, that is 2 factorial, again n minus 1, that is 1. On solving, we will have 2 factorial is 2, 1 factorial is 1, this again 2, 3, 2 and 1. On solving, we have 2 into 2 4, 4 into 2 8, 8 into 3 24, 24 into 2, that is 48, and into 1, that is 48. Hence the probability of the event in which we need omega r1 plus omega r2 plus omega r3 is equal to 0, we have favorable outcomes upon total outcomes. On putting the value, favorable outcomes are 48 and total outcomes are 216. 48 upon 216. This will cancel out by 24. It will come 2 and it will come 9. 2 upon 9. Hence the probability will be 2 by 9, in which the option is C, 2 by 9.
क्लास 6 से 12 से लेके नीट IIT JEE मेंस और एडवांस के लेवल तक 10 मिलियन से ज़्यादा स्टूडेंट्स का भरोसा। आज ही डाउनलोड करें डाउटनट ऐप या व्हाट्सएप कीजिए अपने डाउट्स 8400 400 400 पर।